In 1968, Elvis Presley stood at a crossroads. The king of rock and roll, once untouchable, was fading. His movie career had fizzled into a string of forgettable films, each one a formulaic cage for his talent. The world was changing. Vietnam, civil rights, assassinations, and Elvis was no longer its pulse. But one television special, a make-or-break moment, was about to redefine his legacy. It almost didn't happen the way we know it. This is the story of how Elvis defied his manager, Colonel Tom Parker, and reclaimed his crown with the 1968 comeback special, The Colonel's Vision. Colonel Tom Parker, the cigar-chomping mastermind behind Elvis's rise, had a plan. He saw the NBC special as a safe bet, a Christmas extravaganza filled with holiday jingles, Santa suits, and a predictable, family-friendly closer. Here Comes Santa Claus was his anthem of choice. The Colonel wanted Elvis to play it safe, to coast on his fading star power and churn out a crowd pleaser that wouldn't ruffle feathers. For Parker, it was about control, keeping Elvis in a box that sold tickets, not ideas. But Elvis was restless. At 33, he was tired of being a caricature, trapped in Hollywood's churn of schlocky musicals. He wanted to sing from his soul, to reconnect with the raw energy that made him the king. The Rebellion. Enter Steve Binder, the young progressive director hired for the special. Binder saw what Parker didn't. Elvis was a volcano ready to erupt. He wasn't just a performer, he was a cultural force who could still shake the world. Binder met Elvis away from the Colonel's watchful eye in late-night talks that revealed a man hungry to reclaim his edge. "I want to do something real," Elvis confided. Binder listened and pushed back against Parker's Christmas vision. He convinced Elvis to strip away the fluff and perform like it was 1956 again. Raw, unfiltered, dangerous. The set was simple. A small stage, Elvis in black leather, surrounded by fans. No Santa, no sleigh bells, just the king and his voice. The battle. The Colonel was livid. He wanted snowflakes and sweaters, not a rock and roll revival. Backstage, tensions boiled. Parker demanded script changes, insisting on holiday standards to keep advertisers happy. Binder countered, arguing that Elvis's authenticity would win bigger. Elvis, caught between his domineering manager and a director who believed in him, made his choice. He sided with Binder. The special would be a return to his roots, gospel, blues, and rock, performed with a fire that had been smoldering for years. The Colonel fumed, but Elvis was done playing it safe. This was his moment to break free. If I Can Dream. The special's climax came from tragedy. Martin Luther King Jr. had been assassinated months earlier, and America was reeling. Binder's team, inspired by the moment, brought in songwriter Walter Earl Brown. Days before taping, Brown wrote If I Can Dream, a soaring anthem that channeled Dr. King's hope and Elvis's yearning for redemption. When Elvis heard it, he was floored. "This is it," he said. "This is what I'm singing." The song wasn't just a closer, it was a statement, a plea for unity in a fractured nation. Elvis poured his heart into it, standing alone under the glowing red Elvis sign, his voice trembling with conviction. The Colonel hated it. Too political, too risky. But Elvis didn't budge. The triumph. On December 3, 1968, the special aired. America watched spellbound as Elvis in black leather owned the stage. The raw energy of hound dog and jailhouse rock reminded the world who he was. Then came If I Can Dream, a performance so powerful it left viewers in tears. The ratings were astronomical. Over 40% of the country tuned in. The Colonel, for all his protests, couldn't argue with success. The special didn't just revive Elvis's career, it redefined him as an artist who could move hearts and challenge times. He was back, not as a movie star or a Christmas crooner, but as the king. The 1968 comeback special was more than a TV show. It was a rebellion. Elvis, with Steve Binder's help, defied the Colonel's iron grip and reclaimed his soul. If I Can Dream became his anthem, a testament to his courage to stand for something bigger. The special shook America, proving the king could still rule. And somewhere, in that moment, Elvis Presley became eternal. If you found this video informative, make sure to subscribe to this channel for more content. Thank you.